So my Dodge Challenger may have gotten into a little bit of an accident. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Well, like the title and the intro of this video said, I'm not lying. This is not clickbait. I did get into a little bit of an accident. First off, I'm heading to do a little bit of a photo shoot for all of my Instagram followers at Schwazy_, because with lighting like this, you can't really go wrong. I mean, that lighting is just gorgeous. So hopefully before it gets too dark, we can do a little bit of a photo shoot and I can finish this video. So I'm hoping to keep this short, but you all know I talk a lot. So that's probably not gonna happen, but let me give you the full story on what happened to my Dodge Challenger and how I got everything fixed. So you may already know that something happened to my Challenger because I posted on my Instagram story me dropping the vehicle off at an auto body shop. So what happened was I was merging onto I-15, which is a major interstate here in Utah, and I was getting onto the freeway, and there was this big work truck in front of me, and it wasn't a semi truck, but it wasn't like a regular F-150 or anything like that. It had definitely been used for commercial purposes, and it was in front of me, and unfortunately there was cars merging on the left as well, and so I couldn't get around this truck. I was pretty much stuck behind it, and unfortunately something happened to fly off of the truck bed of this vehicle and strike my car. I have no idea what it was. My best guess is it was like a piece of wood, like a plank or something that had flown off this vehicle and hit my car, probably going about 70 miles an hour. Honestly, I at first didn't think anything really bad happened. All I heard was this large thud at the bottom of my car, and I looked in the rear view mirror. I didn't see anything, and so I just kept driving. And honestly, I couldn't pull over because I was going 70 on the freeway, and there's not really a good place to pull over. So what I did was I took the very next exit to see what was the problem and if any mechanical damage happened to occur to the vehicle. Well, when I pulled off, I went to the front of the car, and well, this is what I saw. So as you can see in those photos, there was definitely some damage to the vehicle. Primarily, it was the lower grille. There's actually a piece of plastic around the grille that, if you see in the photo, that's the part that actually shattered. And then it turns out, later I found out that the air dam behind that grille, there's this little air dam piece that sucks air through the vehicle. That part had also broken. It's all plastic, so it had all broken off. So it was kind of loose, so there was no brace holding that grill together. It was just loose, so that had to be fixed. On top of that, as you can see in the photo, the lip on the it's called the lower air dam, or the front spoiler, or the lower lip, whatever you choose to call it, that piece definitely sustained some damage as well. I'm not gonna lie, that piece was already scuffed up just because you drive and you hit a curb or something when you're pulling up into a parking spot, or for some reason you scrape it when you're pulling out of a parking lot. That part was already a little bit damaged, but this piece that flew off of a vehicle and hit my car clearly damaged that part as well. And so I was pretty frustrated, and I unfortunately didn't know what this truck was. I couldn't have known that it was going to cause this much damage, so I didn't write anything down on it. Unfortunately, I also didn't chase them down with an axe and try to murder them, you know, for hitting my car. I'm a little bit more rational than that, but it was definitely upsetting, and I was very disappointed. So that happened just around Christmas time, a little bit after, actually. It was right around New Year's that this all went down. So I was pretty upset, but I was thankful that it didn't hit any of my paint and it didn't break any mechanical components. So I kept driving the vehicle without a problem. Luckily, there were no other issues, you know, knock on wood, aside from just some cosmetic things on the vehicle. So what I ended up doing is, and you may have seen this on the Instagram, I took it to my local auto body shop. I did a claim through my insurance, and the auto body shop that I went to is called Schneider Auto, which I'm gonna throw them up on the screen right now. If you are in the Utah Valley and you need some auto body shop, I would highly recommend going to Schneider Auto. They did a fantastic job for me. They kept me up to date on the entire process. They worked with my insurance, and you know, I've worked with them for probably about 5 to 7 years already on various different cars, and they've always done a very good job. So you know, they didn't pay me to say this. You know, I'm not getting a discount on my auto body work because I'm giving them a shout out. This is just me being genuine and honestly, you know, giving them a promotion because they're really doing a good job. And I appreciated how they treated me and my vehicle. They work on like Aston Martins and Ferraris there, so I was certain that my pretty little Dodge would do just fine in that environment. So again, kudos to Schneider Auto. Their info I'll put in the description below. If you guys need a good auto body shop, they're definitely ones that you should consider. I don't know how I ended up in a Costco parking lot. I don't need anything from Costco. Well, that was a fun detour. So ultimately, they had it there for about a week. The total repair for everything that you see in that photo and some of the stuff that's underneath that photo as well was $1,100 or so. I will put up the correct number on the screen, but it was around $1,100 to get all of that stuff fixed, which is really kind of very expensive, given that everything was cosmetic. There was no paint involved, which sometimes drives up the cost of repairs. So it was primarily just like some plastic components, and that entire project cost more than $1,000 to fix. So I was really surprised by that, but then again, car parts, especially auto body parts, are very expensive. But this just gives you kind of a good idea on if you have a similar damage or if you want to replace certain parts in that area. That's probably about how much it's going to cost you, unfortunately. But I'm about to cut to a clip of me picking the car up. This is what it looks like now. It looks amazing. I'm really happy that the front spoiler was replaced because that thing was getting a little bit beaten down just from, you know, like I said, pulling out of parking lots, you scrape it. That thing is just, it's prone to get damaged. So it's really nice to see it all nice and clean because I'm pretty certain it's gonna get damaged again. So folks, that is what happened to the Dodge Challenger. Unfortunately, I don't have a dash cam. I'm considering installing one after this event happened, but I didn't have a dash cam to capture the footage of what happened. But it is kind of crazy how much stuff can just fly off of vehicles on the road and really damage your car and cause, as you witnessed, over $1,000 in replacement parts. So just be careful out there. Make sure you keep a good distance. And I hope you guys are out there driving safe. But that's all I had for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I am planning on making some cool videos. Next month, there's probably going to be a mod or two and then another Mopar of the Month feature. So stay tuned for that. Let me know what you guys want to see on the channel, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Don't forget to find me on Instagram at Schwazy_. I am also on TikTok now, so be sure to catch the little shorts I put on there, and I will catch you all at the next video. Take care and have a wonderful night.